finding 5%. So on the board on the left-hand side, this displays 10%, so it's 10 boxes out of the 100 that are shaded blue. On the right-hand side, 5%. 5 of the boxes out of the 100 is shaded blue. And as you can see, 5% is actually just half of what 10% is. So to find half of something, we divide by 2. So the first question we have is find 5% of 40. So what does that look like? Now we can split our 100% into 10%. And if we do that for this particular question, when we find 10% of something, we know to divide by 10. So 40 divided by 10 gives us 4. So each of these boxes is equal to 4. So we know that that's 10% here. And then to find 5%, all we need to do is half our answer. So this box, the small box here, is worth 5%. So half of 4 is 2. So 5% of 40 is equal to 2. Next question is find 5% of 200. So we're going to split our bar into 10% and work out what one of those boxes contains. So 10% of 200, we know that to find 10% of something, we divide by 10. So 200 divided by 10 is 20. So then to find 5%, all we have to do is take our answer of 20 and divide it by 2, which gives us 10. So 5% of 200 is equal to 10. In our last example, we have find 5% of 64. And again, we're going to split it into 10%. So to find out what goes in one of those boxes, 10% of 64, we divide by 10. So 64 divided by 10, we're going to move everything one place to the right, so it becomes 6.4. So each of these boxes is worth 6.4 all the way along. But to find 5%, all we have to do is half this answer here. So 6.4 divided by 2 is equal to 3.2. So 5% of 64 is 3.2. So now it's your turn. We've got two questions here. Find 5% of 500 and 5% of 30. So if you press pause just now, give those two questions a go, and then hit play when you're ready. Welcome back. So the first question was find 5% of 500. You know that to find 10% of 500 is our first step. So we say 500 divided by 10 gives you 50, because you're moving everything one place to the right. That's a 5. And then to find 5%, we're going to half this answer here. So 50 divided by 2 gives you 25. And that's your final answer. Your second example you had to do was find 5% of 32. And again, to find 10% of 32, you know to take 32 divided by 10, and that will give you your 3.2, because we're moving everything one place to the right. To get 5%, all we have to do is half that answer. So 3.2 divided by 2 gives you 1.6. So 5% of 32 is equal to 1.6.